Good day, my amiable viewers. You are welcome to your favorite platform, Literature Hub 247. This video is about a non-African prose titled Parts of Lucas, written by Susanne Bellefeuille. Earlier on this platform, we discussed the plot summary. We've also reviewed the chapters, that is from chapter 1 to 35. We've identified the themes. We've also talked about the characters, and this is the narrative techniques of Parts of Lucas. And let me tell you that all these videos are linked together, from the plot summary through all the chapters to the themes and the characters and to the narrative techniques. Just make sure you watch one to the end and the next one pops up. Let's go into the classroom. Now, before we go ahead, what do you mean by narrative techniques? This refers to the various methods. It refers to the various ways the author has used to pass the information about the novel to the readers. That is, the various means the author has used to give us information about the narrative. The first one here is media res. This is a literary technique in which a narrative starts abruptly from the middle. Flashbacks and other literary devices are then used to link the readers with previous events. The novel opens with this technique. Lucy has an accident and is hospitalized. John, her father, is also in the hospital and narrates his life history to bring Lucy back from her coma. His life history is the main plot of the novel. Now, the accident that Lucy has prompts this narrative. The father believes that through the narration of his life history, he will be able to bring Lucy back to life. Now, the use of media res makes it imperative for the author to use a non-linear plot. The narrative moves between Lucas. It moves between Lucas' present and past lives. Now, the next one is flashbacks. The author's use of media res makes flashback imperative also. This device is extensively used to link readers to previous events throughout the novel. The entire narrative from Lucas to Lucy is in flashbacks. The readers know that Steve took his first beer in Alexandria Hotel through flashbacks. Lucas and Steve are thinking of where to enjoy themselves when Steve suggests Alexandria, where he drank his first beer. Also, in chapter 23, the death of Tom, Steve's uncle, is related through flashbacks. Arthur remembers his death at the age of 24 during World War II, when Steve is telling Lucas about getting his pilot's license. We are able to know about the abuse meted out to Isabel during her childhood through flashbacks. She tells Lucas that his father abused her emotionally and her mother physically when he was a child. Her mother even abused her up till the last spring. Through flashbacks, we learn about Joe and Mary's and James and Deborah's wedding month. This comes up on page 132 when Lucas and Isabel want to fix their wedding date. Lucas suggests they get married in November, like his sister and brother. Another instance of flashbacks is in Isabel's eulogy at Frank's funeral. In it, Isabel tells us about the fun times they had together with their husbands and children. She says they will go on picnics and take a tractor ride. This is on pages 244 to 245. There is also the use of third-person narrative techniques. This narrative is made by a third person who is not part of the event being narrated. That is the definition of third-person narrative techniques. That is, the person will be narrating the event that is not part of. But this novel is different. The narrator is part of the event in the novel, but he makes use of third-person narrative techniques. Though Lucas is narrating his life history, he presents it as if he is narrating somebody else. That is, as if he is narrating somebody else's life history. The techniques makes the novel unique. We also have the use of foreshadowing. This is a literary technique whereby an author gives the readers hints on what is to happen later in the narrative. On page 92, Lucas visits Isabel He sees her sitting on a big rock with her siblings surrounding her. Lucas imagines her, his future wife. He imagines her, his future wife, playing in the yard with their children. This comes to pass later in the novel. When Lucas relocates back to Alexandria as requested by his father, he has the premonition that his life will change. That is on page 195. This happens later in the novel when he runs from one problem to another. Lucas flashes back to this on page 216 of the novel. There is also the use of stream of consciousness. This is literally the file that presents the natural consciousness of humans, including feelings, thoughts, and observations. Readers have access to Lucas' feelings, thoughts, memories, and observations in the novel. The author also makes use of omniscient narrative. Susanne Bellefeuille uses omniscient narrative in parts of Lucas. These techniques know everything about the characters, including their inner thoughts. Even after Lucas, the narrator of the story, dies, the narrative continues. The readers are told what happened to Lucas after his death. We also have surrealism. Surrealist writers are characterized by irrational thinking and challenge rational ways of thinking about reality. Symbols might convey complex ideas and interpretation, as in this novel. After the death of Richard, Lucas rose toward the nearby forest. As he sits under a tree thinking of Richard, he sees a monarch butterfly flying around him and believes it's Richard. We have it on page 3, 4, 5. So that is the narrative techniques used in parts of Lucas. For those of us that are new on this platform, please try and click on the subscribe button and the bell icon so that you'll be part of this class, and whenever any video is produced, you are going to be notified. Like this video, you are free to share it on any social media platform. If you have any question or comment, send it to the comment section and it will be attended to. And let me tell you that we've reviewed all the recommended texts and the selected poems in the 2026 to 2030 syllabus. Likewise, 2021 to 2025 syllabus. All the text and the poems are reviewed. So if you need the link to any of the texts or poems, just send it to just make your request to the comment section and it will be attended to. Thank you and God bless you as you are following this platform.